Yeah, kia ora guys. Hey, today I want to talk to you about marking out evenly spaced holes on a PCD. PCD means pitch circle diameter. We've got two examples over here. Here we've got a pipe and we've got 4 holes at a certain diameter across here, from the centre of this hole to the centre of this hole. So it's set or pitched at a certain diameter. So we're going to measure that and it comes out to be 130 millimetres. So that's 130 millimetres that the 4 holes are set or pitched at. Next one, here we've got 8 holes. This is a brake drum off a large truck, and this is 275 millimetres. So here we've got 8 holes on a PCD of 275 millimetres. So this would be the diameter of 275 millimetres with 8 holes. PCD. Your assessment, you've got to be able to mark out, say, 6 holes at a certain PCD, or 5 holes, or 7 holes. What I'm going to do is first of all show you how to do 6 holes. 6 holes, this is separate because it's simple. 6 holes on a PCD of 90, that's the example we'll use. First of all, set the radii. So, you've got a piece of sheet metal. The first thing you do is set the radii here to 45. And if you start at 100, you can put the point of the dividers in there, and when you bring this back, you can actually feel it click into the 45 mark. Then draw the circle. The next thing is, once you've drawn the circle, you then put a start point, which is here. So you put the start point and then you step it off. So start here and start stepping around the circle like this. You notice it's slightly short, so you increase this a little bit. Just a little fraction, and then you do it again. And you might take a couple of times to do this, but you're not scratching the metal surface, you're just setting it at the moment. And you've got to be real accurate. Slightly over, so just make it a little bit less, and off we go again. Takes a little bit of practice. Now I'm getting pretty good here because I've hit the halfway point, and my divider leg has hit that point as well. So now we've got it pretty well spot on there, that one there, coming out. So now we can scribe them off. Keep coming around the circle, keep scribing away. And then of course you're going to centre punch them, bang, 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 bang. And then check them with the dividers, that the point of the dividers goes into the little dent and into the little dent there. Make sure they're right, and that's pretty simple. So just remember, for 6, it's basically set it and step it off. That's the radii at 45, and then of course stepping around the circle. 5, 6, and 5 and 7 holes or dents are a little bit more difficult. So we'll show you on this one as an example. Here, say you've got 5 holes with a PCD of 86. The first thing you need to do is get your calculator and set it. So you get 86, what you've got to do is find the circumference, which is the distance around the circle. That's the first thing you're trying to do, find the circumference for that diameter. Then once you know the circumference, you're then going to divide it by the number of holes, and that'll give you where you step off. So do the first bit. So 5, sorry, not 5, clear that. PCD 86, multiply that by pi, which is down here somewhere, and you come up with 270. So you've got 270 in here, 270.17. The circle radius is half of 86, which is 43. And now take that circumference and divide that by the number of holes, 5, and voila, 54 millimeters. So now, show you how to step it off. So you get your piece of metal like this, and we're going to set it to a radius of 43. So the PCD was 86, so we've got to go 43. So 43, put it on the 100, go to 43, and draw the circle. Now how you get the centre is take a ruler, scribe a line. Take the ruler, scribe the line, centre punch the middle. That's how you get that centre. Right, next thing. So we've just done the radii, we've drawn a circle. The next part is the stepping bit. Step it at 54. So now we go back here, put it on 100 again, go to 54, which is 1 before 55. And then start stepping it off. Get a start point, which can be anywhere, and start stepping. 1. Don't scratch it. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, man, way out. See there, long way out. So we're actually the radius is too big, because when you calculate it, you calculate a distance around here, and we only set it to a distance straight across. So therefore it'll always be a bit big. So just decrease it a bit and restart again. It's when you do 5, it makes this problem really stand out. 2, 3, 4, 5, getting close. So now you want to bring this in about 1/5 of it. So do that again. 1, 2. You'd see how you've just got to be patient with it and persevere with it. And the last one, bingo. Man, that is pretty good. So next thing is, when you've got it right, then you can step it off. 1, 2, and step from this side. 1, 2, and this top one should match up nicely, which it does. Then, of course, centre punch these. And then check it. I think they look pretty good. So this is how I'm going to be checking your work. If the dividers don't click into the holes for the centre punch, you will not pass the assessment. So they're good. So that's basically 5 holes on a PCD of 86. So what I want you to do is, if you have a look at this, you see 7 holes on 120, you multiply it by pi, do these calculations and see if you get the same results with your calculator. Then at least you know you're able to calculate correctly. These of course being the radii, so that's half of 120, 60, half of 180, 90, so that's those ones done, and here are the other numbers that come out for the step distance. Do these with your calculator. Make sure that you're getting the same numbers that I'm getting, and then we can say, well, we actually know how to use a calculator, and we're not making an error because we're not using it incorrectly, or because you're using it incorrectly. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to get a worksheet, which looks like this here, this worksheet, and what you're going to do is you're going to be asked to fill that out, use your calculator to do that, your phone, then you're going to take it to me for checking. That'll confirm that you actually know how to calculate correctly. Then you're going to do a practice on one piece of sheet metal, and you're going to scribe a circle, and you're going to have a PCD of 80, and you're going to put 6 holes around it, or 6 dents with a centre punch. Then on the same piece of metal you'll draw another circle with a PCD of 90, radius 45, and you'll do 5 centre punch holes around that. Then you'll bring that, I'll check it, and if that's correct, then I'll give you the final assessment, which is on the bottom of the sheet. Right? Remember, calculate things correctly, and be really accurate when you're setting your dividers, because a small error can cause you great big problems later on.